Evening's live stream. We're just about ready to get started at Elland Road, just telling you a little bit about what's happening down there at the minute in the build up to this match, and we'll just get that music off, and once the music's off we'll be good to go, I think. Right, so yes, hello, welcome and good evening. I hope some of you managed to watch the match preview that we had a little bit earlier on. I'm just going to get that door closed. Well, I say I've closed it as much as I possibly could. So yeah, it's all coming up this particular match, isn't it? I think we're a lot of people have got us favourites to win it, but never underestimate the opponent. I think that's the main message from me. I think if anybody out there listen or watches my live streams, I always try to err on the side of caution, but this particular game, I think that we're going to be, I'm hoping for a win like everybody else, but we never know what's going to happen, do we? It's all up in the air. I think so. It's just a bit of a light there, so we get a bit of reflection off the lenses, and eventually we'll get sorted out. Anyway, Leeds, as we know, could go up to as high as 13th, I think, this evening. If we get the results going in our favour, we'll be back out the relegation zone. Minus 12 the goal difference, 26 points, as you know. And we're not too far off there. We'll just I'll put that graphic up there just as soon as I possibly can. Just give me a minute or two. But yeah, it's all looking good for us tonight. I think everybody's jeering the team on. The crowd is filling up nicely down at Elland Road. Most seats are full, as you'd expect. It's going to be a big match for us. Is this one tonight? I don't underestimate the opponent. Don't underestimate the size of the task that's ahead of us. I think that's the main thing. Those are my messages. I just hope that we get a result, the result that we want, the result that we deserve. Here's your league table. It's coming up. Just one moment, and got a little transition. There we go. And the league table is, as you say there, 26th up to 13th if we win tonight, and we'll knock Wolverhampton down there. I mean, Forest couldn't do anything against Wolverhampton. They managed to draw, didn't they, the other day? I was watching some of the Wolverhampton channels this week, and they're still ranting and raving, aren't they? There's a penalty that, when we're going to get a penalty, they just want us out of the league. Whatever, right? Lineup: Melier, Ayling, Cox, Strout, Firpo. The back four: McKennie, Rocker, Sinistera midfield. Along with Aronson, Harrison and Bamford. Look like they could be up front. There's a bit of adjustment availability in that particular lineup. I think he's going to make adjustments as and when required throughout this game. Is Garcia? He seems to be a bit of a tactician. He likes to swap people around and make sure that we're trying to maximise the opportunities, create chances. The initial lineup is 4-2-3-1. Is the main is the initial lineup. Players are now in the tunnel. Now, as you're aware, it is very early in the morning for me. I wasn't going to do a watch along, but how could I not watch this? Just doing an audio check. Are you there? Audio check, audio check. That's it. Audio check, audio check. Right, we're good to go. So, teams are on the way out onto the pitch as we speak. Referee collects the match ball, and kick-off will be in the next few minutes, I think, by the look of it. Interestingly, the Leeds players still have the training tops on, the Forest players don't, so let's hope that the Forest players get caught cold and concede an early goal as they do the presentations before the kick-off. So it's going to be a big match is this tonight for Leeds. I've said what I've got to say. I think Nonto is on the bench, no sign of Werber. There were rumours going around before kick-off that Koch could be out injured, and it's suspected that he might be carrying or has had an hamstring problem. Radzani and Lowy are both there apparently, so Lowy's the potential new owner, isn't he, or new chairman of the San Francisco's 49ers, whatever they want to call themselves, Enterprises, is it? Yeah, McKennie and Rocker in the midfield, so a bit of a surprise there. Harrison, Aronson, Sinistera together in the midfield three. Bamford will be supported by them three, and I think he's going to be joined in a front four eventually. Is Patrick Bamford. Good news is Forest are unchanged. Kayla Navas, Nico Williams, Felipe, Musa Nikate, and then Mangala, Freuer, Danilo, a couple of Brazilians in this team, Brennan Johnson, Morgan Gibbs White, Emmanuel Dennis in the front three. So Forest are lining up. It's a front three. I'm absolutely knackered. I don't even know I can put a sentence together at the minute. I'll feel a lot better if Leeds score. I'll tell you that much. keep the energy levels up. So yeah, that's it. It's all to play for Leeds. No, nothing else to report really. I think I've pretty much said all that has to be said. We're just talking. Luke Ayling is down as the captain, by the way. We're going to see match officials in a few moments, I think, and see who they are. I'm not sure. It's not something I've checked in on actually for this game just yet. But match officials are as follows. And interesting is Robert Jones. Not heard of him before, but he's probably there. He's probably been around the Premier League for a little while, I think. Interestingly enough, subs for Forest: Worrell, Shelvey. That's a good one. Keep him on the bench. We'll be all right. Awoniyi, Hennessy, Surridge, Coyote, Furtado, Scarpa, Lodi, and Andre Ayew, I think it is, isn't it? Ayew's on the bench, so apparently this is the same starting lineup for Forest as they had against Wolves in the previous game. So I'm just going to crank up the volume a little bit, just a bit, so I can hear what's going on. And kickoff has started, so there we go. And it looks like it's a long ball from trying to hit Gibbs Ward, but it's gone over his head. It's gone out for Luke Ayling. Luke Ayling takes the throw in. Forest appear to be trying to pack that side of the pitch, so I'm wondering if they're going to spend a lot of time trying to go down and have a go at Luke Ayling, and if they've identified him as a source of weakness in the team. I think, I mentioned to it in my video there that he's coming for a bit of criticism as Luke Ayling, but I mean, you're playing the league potentially the league champions. Firpo, lovely little ball forward, but Sinisterra's couldn't quite pick up the ball. Firpo is in there again. He's attacking down the left-hand side. Is Firpo teaming up with Sinisterra down at the Nottingham Forest corner flag, and Williams has picked up a knock for Nottingham Forest. He's limping a little bit. May have been a little slight collision with Firpo there as he was trying to make the challenge. Robin Koch picks up the ball in the centre circle. They're playing across the back at the minute. Out to Firpo. Sinisterra, that's a lovely ball to Luke Ayling. Jack Harrison down the right hand side. Leeds are playing some nice quick football here, and Weston McKennie's just almost lost possession but managed to retain it and then pass it back to Koch, and it's passed back then to Ilian Meslier. So Meslier takes the resulting goal kick. It's not a very good goal kick. It's over everybody's head up towards the halfway line, right to the dugout. Nottingham Forest have a throw in, and they take it. Ayling, and balls up in the. They're playing a bit of head tennis at the minute. Patrick Bamford was grabbed around the shoulders there. Aronson's nearby Bamford looking for the knockdown, the second ball, but just couldn't get it. 2 minutes and 50 on the clock right now. Harrison plays a one-touch ball towards the touchline, and Jones has brought Bamford down again. That's the second time he's fouled Bamford in the last 30 seconds. So let's just hope that the referee's taking note of these players that are grappling with Patrick Bamford. He's had it he's had it a bit rough in the last couple of matches. Lovely ball out there. Oh, and Jack Harrison picks it up. He just can't pick it up. He just bobbles as he's trying to control it. But Leeds retain the possession. The ball's over the top to Ayling. Aronson and Ayling with a little interchange. Luke Ayling to Patrick Bamford. Oh, he just can't get on the end of it, Patrick Bamford. But Ayling picks it up again. Aronson. A little turn. Luke Ayling passes it, he crosses it in first time, but there's nobody there. He doesn't find a target with that cross. Robin Koch, Leeds probing at Nottingham Forest at the minute, doing really well, but Luke Ayling's lost possession. And luckily Robin Koch's over there to clean up Ayling's mess, but there's a bad kick out from Meslier, and it's being picked up by Aronson. Aronson to Harrison. He's cutting in on his left foot is Harrison, and his Rocker. He has a shot, but it's charged down. Patrick Bamford chases the deflected ball, and he just shepherds it out, makes sure that Leeds get a corner ball. Matt Rocker goes over to take that corner ball, and I thought Jack Harrison was going to pull the trigger there, but Rocker's having a shot, and he's charged down by the sliding in defender. Javier Garcia's barking out some instructions about what he wants from this corner ball, while the referee's having a bit of a consultation with some of the players in the 6-yard box. Now, one of the players has gone off. It's because it's a break in play and it's Ramadan. He's having a snack. So they are allowed to have a snack during, because it's Ramadan. They're allowed to have, because they've been fasting all day. They've had nothing to eat. The Premier League has actually issued a directive allowing players to carry snacks or to have snacks during the match. When there's a break in play. I mean, I don't know how that's going to work. It's going to add time onto the match, isn't it? Or I hope it's been added. Nice corner from Rocker, but it's defended well by Forest. Sinistera picks it up, plays a nice ball over to Luke Ayling. Luke looks he plays one down the line, but Sinistera's just slipped. And Forest are on the counter attack. They're at the edge of the 18-yard box, and they've won a corner ball. And I think it's Sinistera, is it, who's gone down there? It's Dennis who's tried to cross it in, but it's Sinistera who's, I think he's slid in there and he's conceded the corner. But a good job he was there to do that, to be honest with you. But he got up and hobbled about a bit there, did I think Lewis Sinistera. The corner ball's taken. It doesn't get very far. They've conceded another corner ball. It's Jack Harrison who's headed it out. It's whipped in with a bit of pace, but it doesn't get past the front post. It's another corner for Nottingham Forest. Oh, it's on the near post, but it knocked off the bar. Jesus Christ, Meslier had no chance. What a chance for Nottingham Forest that is. And it's Manuel Dennis who's gone in, and there's a little glancing header, and it's come in off for Manuel Dennis. And it's Patrick Bamford who chests it down right onto Dennis's foot. He tries to shape himself, and then he just fire it into the roof of the net, but he's hit the underside of the crossbar. It's come bounce back out. The Leeds living dangerously here. 8 minutes and 15 seconds on the ball on the clock, and Nottingham Forest have had the chance of the game so far. And Sinistera's brought down, and he's won as a free kick, I think. Yeah, by Williams. Williams has conceded it, and he's got a yellow card for his troubles. Leeds took a corner. Actually, there was a foul on Sinistera there, but Harrison fires the ball into the near post, but there's nobody there. Everybody's gathered at the back post. Luke Ayling picks up the ball now. It's a throw in. Sinistera. Ayling, Sinistera playing again, but Sinistera just couldn't bring it down. They're all chasing back quickly. Leeds, and it's 3-on-2 at the moment for Nottingham Forest. Oof. And there's a shot fired in, but Melier saves it. It's a shot come cross into the near post, and Junior Firpo is it's a little ricochet off Junior Firpo, and Melier picks it up. It's Johnson who's tried that, but unfortunately for him. So Forest have had the best of the first 10 minutes here. Two absolute great chances for Nottingham Forest, and Leeds should by rights be 2-0 down at the minute. No chances on target, I don't think, yet for Leeds, and Nottingham Forest are not here to defend. They've come here for the 3 points, and they're gonna compete. And maybe Gracia's gonna have to change his plans a little bit and just make sure that we're not gonna get caught at the back. And it's always a concern when you're playing a team like this. Forest are going to just sit in, soak it up a little bit, and then they're going to seem to try and hit us on the counter. But when they are out of possession, they sit very deep, nice and compact. Very similar to how it was at the City Ground, if you remember that match. The Forest lads were... Oh no. Dennis is on the left-hand side. He's up against Luke Ayling. Passes it back. And Nottingham Forest have scored. And it's Mangala from 20 yards out. And he goes up. Comes down the left-hand side against Luke Ayling, and he squares him up, Luke Ayling, but he just rolls the ball to the edge of the 18-yard box. And Mangala just fires it in past Luke Ayling, and I can't say it wasn't coming. They've been threatening of Nottingham Forest. It's a poor header from Luke Ayling. It's coming out of the air, and he heads it, but it's picked up by Emmanuel Dennis, and then the move continues as they go forward. And oh dear, he's gonna get some. He's definitely gonna get some more heat, and that's a lovely finish from Mangala. Straight into the bottom right-hand corner. Melier's diving low to his left, but it's tucked nicely into the corner. And Luke Ayling has had a shot from 18 yards. And Forest have started on the front foot here, and Leeds are in all sorts of trouble, because if they shut up the shop, we're going to struggle to open them up. Junior Firpo's the man there playing a crossfield ball into Luke Ayling, and he has a shot, just drags it wide. Patrick Bamford swings his leg at it. I wish he'd have made contact. He'd have probably diverted it on target if it'd have made contact there with Patrick Bamford. So Mangala 12 minutes, and it's a bad start for Leeds, is this. In the meantime, the Leeds crowd are shouting, are chanting Willie Nonto's name. I don't see Graffia's going to put Willie Nonto on in 13 minutes, unless there's an injury, of course, but I don't see just how that's going to affect us at the minute. The lads need to keep the head together. They need to start being a little bit more concise, and we've started very, very poorly here. Ayling with Harrison. Ayling again, they're chasing it as soon as Luke Ayling gets the ball, they're snapping at his ankles. And they know they can get one up on him by the look of this, and I think the Forest lads smell blood down there in our right back position. McKennie, Firpo. McKennie again, crossfield ball over to Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison is on the edge of the 18-yard box, clips one in, but there's nobody there. It's another opportunity begging for Leeds. It's a nice little crossing from Jack Harrison, about 18 yards out, right across the front of the keeper. And unfortunately, there's nobody there for Leeds. They're all, I don't know, back stick maybe. Oh, that's a lovely ball in for Jack Harrison, but he just can't make connection with it. I think it's Junior Firpo who clips one in over the top. Oh, sorry, no, it's Weston McKennie. Clips it in, and it's hits the penalty spot, but unfortunately, Jack Harrison just can't make connection with it. It's a lovely ball over that from Weston McKennie. Let's hope that we see some more of that. Some nice low balls would be alright as well. Some nice crisp passing, but Forest have started looking like the team in form, looking like they're a team brimming full of confidence. A team that hasn't won 7 in the last 7 games since their last beat us down at the City Ground, and suddenly the Forest players have turned up. They've come to Ellen Road. You couldn't make it up. A friend of mine is, Luke Ayling's getting a lot of heat on the Facebook groups. A friend of mine's a Forest fan. I wonder if he's made it there. But 16 minutes coming up on the clock right now, and it's Robin Koch coming towards the halfway line with the ball. Tries to play it into Jack Harrison, but Jack Harrison's marked. And Danilo's played a ball up, but it's far too much on it for Johnson. Harrison, crossfield ball. I don't think it yet. Firpo's got it, I think. Firpo. Leeds just inside the Forest half at the minute, and it's being played across the back, and McKennie's picked up the ball, and it's Luke Ayling, Harrison, Koch, Rocker plays the ball forward, but it's cut out by the Forest defence on the edge of the 18-yard box. Williams on the right hand side is powering forward, and I think it's Sinistera who's chasing him, and I think he's pulled him down there, got him by the shoulder. Doesn't need to do that, doesn't Sinistera? He's given away a needless free kick just inside the Forest half. Williams is covered. He's covered by other players around, and Lewis should have just been a little bit more coy there. There's already one yellow card for the Forest players. One yellow card already brandished. Leeds still 25% to win. Draw 28%. Nottingham Forest 47%. And Patrick Bamford in the middle of the park picks it up, plays a nice little ball off. Sinistera on the left hand side at the moment. Rocker, Firpo with a cross in, but it's headed by one of the Forest defenders. It's headed back out, and Forest come away with the ball. They're going to try and break here, but Luke Ayling's back, and he wins that particular duel as Luke Ayling spots the danger, passes it back to Melier, no messing around. Good little bit of defending there from Luke Ayling. Forest have got 3 players in the Leeds half as the Leeds defence just knock the ball about, and they're looking for a pass or a run, and Sinistera is on the left hand side, picks it up on the touchline. Rocker, Sinistera. Rocker's been told to drop back when he's not in possession of the ball there by the look of it. Harrison, ball switched out to the other side. Harrison creates a bit of room with Luke Ayling. Sinistera. Oh, and it's a goal for Jack Harrison. But they're claiming offside at Nottingham Forest, and the ball has been struck with venom from maybe 20-25 yards out. I'm just going to get a replay of this because I think there's a bit of an offside query from Nottingham Forest. The Forest lads are not happy, but the ball, I don't think it's offside at all. It's a lovely ball pinged out to Jack Harrison, and Luke Ayling creates a dummy run, creates some space for Jack Harrison. He plays the ball to Sinistera. Rocker thumps the ball, and then Jack Harrison picks up the ball as it's saved by the keeper, and I don't think there's any chance of offside there. He looks to be well onside. He's watched it there as Jack Harrison, but I think it's is it Navas who's played him in? It might not just be one Forest player who's played him onside. It could be two or 3. Jack Harrison's played really well there. He's just dropped back enough to make sure that he's not offside. It's a shot with some venom from Rocker, and it's come bouncing back out, and it brings Leeds 1 and Nottingham Forest 1 after 20 minutes, 21 minutes on the clock right now. Hello if you're joining. I've got a lovely stream because people in Indonesia are in bed at the moment. My face looks pained. Okay, yeah, thank you, man, Josh. Your face looks pained, so does mine. I'll tell you, they've had a very, very good opening 15-20 minutes of Forest. And they're threatening again down the right hand side, and they're making a run in the 18-yard box, and it's Johnson again causing menacing trouble wherever he goes, and luckily it's a offside against Johnson. And Leeds are playing literally with a back 6 at this moment as this ball's coming in. Oh my goodness me, Luke Ayling and I feel so sorry for Luke Ayling. He's under a lot of he's getting a lot of flack online at the moment. I'm looking at the groups, and I'll tell you, there a number of fans not happy with him. But you know, is he a bit too exposed? Is he past his best? Can he not compete in this league? I don't know. It's hard, isn't it? I mean, the guy goes out there every week, puts his shirt on. They've made him the captain, and Luke Ayling again with Brendan Aronson this time doubling up. Aronson plays one straight in, but Bamford can't bring the ball down, and it's a long punt down the field by the Forest defence. So long, in fact, Melier's collected the ball, knocks it back out to Robin Koch. Leeds start building again. And Dennis is down for Nottingham Forest. The Leeds fans are going mental. Luke Ayling doesn't care. He just plays on, fires a ball out to Sinistera from 40 odd yards. Sinisterra, oh, he's had a whack, but it's go across, and Leeds Truffalo's going mental, and it looks like Manuel Dennis has gone running into Jack Harrison, and he claims he's been hitting the crown jewels, or he's suffered some some damage in the crown jewels there. He's getting up and he's limping around. Well, he's jogging, but he's limping around. Leeds United fans at the moment turning the back for Kevin Spate and the Turkish lads, the lads who died in Turkey all those years ago. Oh, and that's a ball. But Leeds build again. And the entire Elland Road crowd has their backs turned to this game at the moment, and they're applauding Kevin Spate and his friend who died that night in tragic night in Turkey. So that's what's happening there, if you're wondering and watching. Luke Ayling, Aronson. Oh, he can't pick up the ball, and there's a ball over the top. Luckily, it's for Chris and Kev. The flags are there. Forever Leeds. Jack Harrison. Oh, he's a lovely pursuit by Jack Harrison there, keeping the pressure on the Nottingham Forest defenders. It's been a poor start from Leeds, but we've managed to get ourselves back into it, and there's still plenty of time for us to get a bit of pressure on it, and there's still time for us to win. Luke Ayling brings down the ball. Sinisterra looking for a pass. The players are a little bit compact at the moment. They're all herded up together. Jack Harrison plays a little ball, but it's gone out off. I think it's McKennie. Yeah, it is McKennie. Luke Ayling wins the header. McKennie again. It's gone all the way back now to Ilian Meslier. Robin Koch comes back, offers himself to Meslier, plays it into Rocker. Rocker's dropping deep to help Meslier. He's taken the ball off Meslier now at the edge of the 18-yard box as Rocker. He's looking for a pass. There's not much movement ahead of him by the look of it, so he's playing it sideways. Sinisterra's back there. McKennie's back there playing a bit of helping him out, and Leeds build again, and they build. Oh, and that was unlucky by Sinisterra. The pass from Sinisterra, if it's successful, it goes to Patrick Bamford, who's literally running on his own at the edge of the 18-yard box. Nice bit of one touch build-up play from Leeds. Luke Ayling clips the ball up. It's gone to Jack Harrison, who fires it into Patrick Bamford now. Bamford with his back, and that's another foul. Another foul on Patrick Bamford. He's been fouled like 3 times already, and there's no yellow card yet from the ref. It's the same play. It's the same player for Nottingham Forest. Nice little clip up from Koch. Luke Ayling can't control the ball. Yeah, we're getting a table at the moment. Forest 28 points, Leeds 27. As we know, a draw isn't good enough for us. We need 3 points. Put Forest back in it. Especially with the next game coming up. Is it Crystal Palace, is it? You tell me, guys. looking at the stream there just to see if there's any comments or anything like that. That's all right. Jones has played the advantage. Harrison, Bamford plays a nice little ball back. Leeds are retaining possession, but they're retaining it well enough. Sinisterra and McKennie are teaming up here on the left hand side. And Firpo's picked up the ball. Sorry, he's crossed it out. It's a lovely ball to Jack Harrison. Oh no! And Bamford's just lost his footing. He can't get round the front of the defender, and it's a nice little ball in from Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison is causing the Forest all sorts of problems. Luke Ayling, lovely little ball through to Brendan Harrison. He can't get on the end of it. It's cleared for a corner, and Leeds looking to attack again, looking for another goal. Junior Firpo's going up. Sinisterra's there in the box as well. Harrison. Williams needs to be careful. He has got a yellow card apparently, so I think we talked about that earlier. It's Brendan Aronson going to take the resulting corner kick. It's a good corner right to the penalty spot, and Robin Koch tries to fire in a volley with a scissor kick volley. I think that's the only way I could describe that from Robin Koch. Aston Villa ahead at the King Power, I think. Is that right? Yes, it is. I'm just reading your comment. I'm reading it on the phone, so I've got full screen on here. So just give me a minute or two. Rocker picks up the ball just past the halfway line. Leeds. It's so important that we get 3 points in these two games. It really is, because these are the teams in and around us. Even if they keep drawing, they're still going to suck us in, and we don't want to end up getting lower points, of course, or we're going down. I mean, I don't want to see a relegation battle that's decided on the last day with goal difference. Topolo's cleared the ball out, and it's Ayling who's got the throw in at the moment. Takes it short. Aronson, there's another ball on the pitch. Someone's thrown the ball on the pitch there from the West Stand, or the ball boy's done it. Can't see who it was. But they're playing with the active match ball of the players. And it's Luke Ayling. Nice little throw in. Oh, I think it's Aronson just tries to fire it in, but Navas gets to it. Nakate is the defender who's getting in and around there at that moment. Forest playing it around at the back, but they're just trying to clip it forward to the halfway line. But it's intercepted and picked up, I think, by Strauch, is it? Yeah, Strauch there. Koch. Nice little ball up to Rocker, but Rocker miscontrols it, and then he slips. And then there's a foul by McKennie. And Angela is down. Yeah, he's a little bit of a soft one. I think McKennie probably needs to be a little bit careful. I think he's had a bit of a chat with the referee there. Oh, that's a lovely little 1-2. Is that Sinisterra? What a lovely bit of play that is from Sinisterra to Aronson. Forrester tried to call for a throw in, but there was no way it had crossed the line. It gets whipped in, but there's nobody there for Leeds, and it's another chance goes begging. I don't know what it is. We just can't seem to find the right man in the box at the right time at the moment. We're just struggling a little bit. Cock. Sinistera. The ball's kicked out. It's cleared. And Junior Firpo's over there causing all sorts of havoc for Nottingham Forest. Brighton lead at the Vitality Stadium. Yeah, I am reading those comments there. So keep those comments popping in if you see any goals or anything like that, or maybe you're watching the match and you've got something to say. Let me know. Luke Haley's had a bit of a shocker first half. Oh, and Jack Harrison's in. It's a nice cross in from Jack Harrison, but it's just cut out by the defender, Nikate, I think it is. Yeah. That's a lovely little ball from Luke Ayling into Jack Harrison. Weston McKennie. Lovely little reverse into Luke Ayling, but he just can't get it under his control. Luke Ayling at the edge of the 18-yard box. He's playing in an advanced position at the minute. Is Luke Ayling is taking a throw in there. He's trying to get it into Rocker. Rocker wins the ball. He crosses it in, and Bamford just can't get his foot on it. Sinistera picks it up on the other side. Rocker, Patrick Bamford, but it's cut out, and it's Nottingham Forest are all at sea at the moment at the back. Good little bit of play from Leeds is this. And a nice little run from Rocker. And Patrick Bamford I wish he'd have just swung his right leg at that. He can't get to it with his left leg because of the way he's running. He's just got to swing it, put his right leg through it and right boot through it and hope it goes in. Rocker. And there's a claim for a foul and a penalty, but the ball's cleared out by Nottingham Forest. Referee's waving play on at the moment, but there is a VAR appeal going on by the sound of it. There's no news yet. The refs been told to play on by the look of it. Harrison picks up the ball on the touchline. And the referee's indicated, I think it's a goal kick. Yeah, it's they've got the hand round the chest of Robin Koch. I'm not sure who it is. Is it Topolo? No, Freuler, and hang on a minute. What's the referee? I think referee's just had a word with Freuler and said, don't do that again. Oh no. Miscontrol all over the place. Oh, Luke Ayling's one-on-one, but there's a bit of confusion there between him and I think McKennie. But it's broke for Bamford. Oh, Bamford's trying to run, but he can't slip it. I said passing would be very, very important in this game. And Leeds are doing just slightly better than Forest. That's the only way to put it. It's Jack Harrison. Oh my God. There's a foul on one of the Forest players there. It's Mark Rocker who's the guilty party. And it's Freuler who's down. He's got up, he's scratching his head. Rubbing his head now. Yeah, the rumour is that Steve Cooper could be the next manager to have his head on the chopping block, and this could be the decisive game. The loser here, Forest. The rumours are going round are that he'll be getting his P45 tomorrow. And a lot of Forest fans are demonstrating about that. They're not happy that the man who's brought the club so far is going to get, how can I say this, in such a polite way, he's going to get given the boot, and the Forest fans absolutely love him. There's a lovely ball in there to Patrick Bamford. He's having a look, sees the run of Aronson, but plays it back to Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison is teasing the Forest players now. Makes a little run down to the byline, but there's a little ball. It could be a handball, but I think the ball came off the Ngala's hand. I think it was. Yeah, Topolo is the exposed Forest defender. Just been having a bit of a conversation about that, and Topolo's not getting any help from any of his teammates, and Jack Harrison, when he gets the ball anywhere near Topolo, is giving Topolo nightmares. I think Topolo will be glad when this game's over. Topolo again and Harrison battling for the ball, but it's gone out for a goal kick. Topolo just rolls it back to Navas and jogs back into play. Danilo and Dennis are not helping Topolo very much, and Jack Harrison's going to exploit that. It's level at the King Power, apparently. 40 minutes on the clock here at Elland Road. Luke Ayling being squared up again at the edge of the Leeds 18-yard box, and it's Dennis with competing with Jack Harrison. Harrison's back there helping Luke Ayling, and Jack Harrison, he's got a tremendous work rate in this match so far. Robin Koch, Luke Ayling. Going to play the one down the line to Harrison, but there's a discussion about why he didn't play the long ball there. Aronson, middle of the park, and now it's passed to the left by Weston McKennie Firpo to Rocker. Robin Koch over to the right hand side. Luke Ayling's trying to get to it. He's got it, and Patrick Bamford just can't control that ball well enough. Robin Koch, Mark Rocker. I think that's Sinistera there that's tucking in a little bit, and Junior Firpo's up there supporting him. And Leeds keep winning the ball back, and that's good news for Leeds. And Forest are really struggling at the minute. It's Sinistera on the left hand side, 18 yards out. Whips one in, but Patrick can't get to Patrick Bamford. It's too close to Navas's goal, and it's Robin Koch. Ayling looking for a runner, but he picks out Sinistera. Sorry, it's McKennie, isn't it? McKennie. I can't tell the difference between the two of them sometimes when the camera's moving like that. Firpo. Aronson. Strout plays a little ball, lovely ball over to Sinistera. On the ball now, clips one in, but there's nobody in there. Why is it Weston McKennie making that run in to attack the ball? He's just McKennie's just on the edge of the 18-yard box, and Sinistera clips one in. Towards the penalty area. Jack Harrison's at the way over on the far side, on this near side here, and the player to be making that little run into the penalty area there would have been Weston McKennie, who was the closest player, but he just stood idly by and watched that chance go by, I'm afraid. Koch and Strauker in the box for Leeds. There's a push on Jack Harrison. Leeds competing for this ball, but Forest is struggling now to get it cleared, and it's Niakate, and then it's gone out, and Luke Ayling's over to take the throw in. Koch, Strauk, Koch again. Leeds are pushing very, very far forward. Luke Ayling fires one in across the 18-yard box. It's high and over to the back post, but unfortunately it can't be won, and Forest have cleared the lines. It's being booted back down the pitch, and Melier picks it up. Ayling. That's a nice ball if Aronson can get on the end of it, but he can't. They have a throw in to Nottingham Forest to take the time over it. 44 minutes 39 on the clock here. It's Weston McKennie over to Ayling. There's no Harrison's on the outside with Ayling, but Harrison fires it back in over to Patrick Bamford. It just glides over Patrick's head, though he can't get to it. 2 minutes at a time for this half. Firpo comes gallivanting forward. He's on the left hand side. He's just at the edge of the 18-yard box. Plays a little ball to Sinisera. Sinisera chops and changes his direction. Comes in and fires one in. It's gone in. That was an absolute belter of a finish from Luis Sinisterra. Cuts inside, chops and changes his direction. He's in the other way. He's going in the left. He's going in the right. The Forest defenders have no idea where he's going. And he just gets it on his right boot and fires it past Navas into Navas's far post. And Navas diving to his left, just can't get anywhere near it. It's hit with such venom. It's low and hard and drilled in, and he's got no chance of saving it. It's an absolute belter of a finish from Luis Sinisterra. The ball goes flying past maybe 4, possibly 5 Nottingham Forest players. It goes right across the front of them as it travels all on its way into the net. And I mean, Navas should have done better, but he probably thinks there's going to be a deflection or something, and he probably delays his dive. And that is an absolutely brutal goal to concede for Nottingham Forest. Yes, get it in. And the ball's played up. There's a little foul. And it's an absolute belting finish from Luis Sinisterra. Absolutely delighted with that. Yes. Leeds come from 1-0 down to get to half-time 2-1. Courtesy of Luis Sinisterra, it puts Leeds up to 13th in the table. If it stays this way and Leeds finish with 3 points and the results elsewhere stay as they are. And Jack Harrison has had a sterling match. Luke Ayling is having a bit of a shocker, but luckily the other lads are rallying around him and helping him out wherever possible, trying to give him the cover that he needs, the assistance that he needs. And I think Grathia has identified how Luke Ayling can be assisted during this game. He's had a few bad touches, and we talked a bit about this in the preview, that we're going to have to be quick, crisp, passing to beat this lot, and we all think back to February when we went down to the City ground and we had 70% possession, running around like headless chickens. I mean, there was the funny thing was they say, oh, they play some lovely football. No, we don't. We just hit and follow. Hit and follow. There's no structure to the team. There's no structure to us on the field. You know, there's no outlet, no passing. We're running around, and that possession number, it literally means nothing. Means absolutely nothing. But, well, I'm glad I stayed up. So I tell you what, the first 10 minutes, I was wishing I was back in bed. Absolutely delighted with that. Great for us to get to half time. Great for us to get there, half time, 0-0. That feels better, but Forest have come to play. I agree. Forest, you know, the worst thing we can do is get complacent. Villa ahead at the King Power, thank Christ for that. I don't agree with the Brendan Rodgers sacking, but I mean the experience Brendan Rodgers has in football. I think they've made a bit of a silly mistake there, firing him and not having an immediate replacement lined up. But look at Chelsea as well, another team in turmoil. And I mean, this season is just honestly, it's the most crazy season I've ever seen in football. Madness, absolute madness. Brighton lead at the Vitality. Thank you so much for these updates. I love it when people update, and I love it when people drop little chats in. It's level at the King Power now. Yeah, Sinistera. Yes. Get in. Thrilled. Totally thrilled. Right, I think what we'll do then is we'll go get a cup of tea. Whew. It's a crazy game, isn't it? Absolutely crazy game. Hey, so the first half, Leeds had a very slow start, but then they slowly came into the game. But Forest had a trick up the sleeve and scored a very nice goal through Mangala. Leeds fought and came back with goals from Sinistera there, and it was the other. I tell you, I'm so tired. Who was the other goal scorer? I'm joking. Of course we know who the other goal scorer is. We'll talk about that in a minute. Brighton are beating Bournemouth. That's good for us. Villa and Leicester are drawing. Chelsea, Liverpool 0-0 as well. That match has literally no effect on us. So, you know, we don't need to worry too much about that. Crazy game. Okay, right, I'm going to go get a cuppa and then we'll have a little look at the match stats actually. For Leeds, surprisingly, and 76 possession, 76%, Forest 24. Shots, Leeds 9, Forest 4. Shots on target, Leeds 3, Forest 1. Corners 6, Leeds 2, Forest. Fouls 3, Forest 5. What can you say? Rating so far, best rated player must be Jack Harrison, mustn't it? It is Jack Harrison. 7 point something, 7.0 apparently. They're changing the rating as we speak. Very, very good half for Leeds. But it was a slow start. But Leeds have come into this game, and of course, thanks to Jack Harrison on the 20th minute, Luis Sinisterra on the 46th minute, just before half time. And that's it. Right, go get a cup of tea, and then we'll be right back. Thank you for joining me. Absolutely, Nicole. Yeah, come on, Leeds. I'm going to go get a cup of tea. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. the brother. What half that's been. Talking about that is really tough game this for Leeds. I thought it wouldn't be an easy game. I said it wouldn't be an easy game, and we started very slowly, and Luke Ayling is under the spotlight, under the spotlight again at Elland Road. We'll have a little look at some of the stuff that's been said there on in the groups, because there's nobody with me at the moment. According to this, I can only see one viewer, so sometimes I like to do that. Yes. Where's the live chat gone? Yeah, good. Oh yeah, there's one person. So yeah. So it's Leeds with the noses ahead at the minute. Luke Ayling, a man under the spotlight. I'm going to have a little look at some of the stuff that's been said there at the moment, because I imagine there's a few Leeds fans that are not too pleased with what they're seeing. There's nothing happening from the broadcaster at the moment, apart from the first 15 minutes. We dominated that half with pressure. The pressure told, and we made it count. Crucial thing is we didn't panic when they scored. Forest can't sit back now. They must come and attack, which will hopefully play into our hands. Cooper under massive pressure to win this match. He is. Harrison, Firpo, Sinistera have been excellent. Yes, Sinistera's having a great game, and Bamford's just causing trouble. He's just his presence being there, making little runs off the ball is causing the Forest lads all sorts of trouble, because they don't know who's going to pick him up. People are worried about keeping Nonto this season. Big bids will be coming in for Sinistera. He's different gravy. Everybody's talking about the strikers. Isn't Leeds match meant to be on Sky Sports tonight? Can't find it. Well, we don't know about that. It's on here though. Watch along live, or watch along LUFC with me here on YouTube. And let's hope the lads can pick up the performance in this second half and continue where they left off. Players seem to be coming out on the pitch at the moment, so I'm just going to So here we go, Mangala. The spotlight's on him. I wonder if he's had a cut or something. No, he hasn't. No, he's alright. Both the teams are back out. Referees indicating that the start to the second half is going on. Keep up the commentary, they say. I'll keep it up. I'll tell you, it's a hard slog. I do it for the fans. Oh dear, I don't know. The pressure's on me now. For anybody who's not my family member watching, I've got a couple of family members joining. Oh God, what a relief! Is it relief though? Can we hold this out? I'll tell you what, I feel more confident about winning a game at full time under Gracia than I did Jesse Marsh. I think we dropped 15 points under Jesse Marsh from winning positions. And I think with this game, I think Jack Harrison's picked up the ball. He's played a lovely little ball in. Sinistera Harrison. Oh. And Matt Rocker's in. Oh, God. The ball, he just couldn't pull it down. Matt Rocker couldn't pull it down and pull the trigger. It was a really good little bit of attacking play, was that. but Leeds are playing really, really well at the moment. They've started off on the front foot, and I think that we're. I think you don't want to speak too soon, do you? But you want to hope that we're going to end up with 3 points here. Everybody seems to be playing well enough to me. Ayling must look behind himself when Forest are attacking on our right side. Yeah, I agree. Something that an area of concern for Luke Ayling, isn't it? People getting around the back of him, or running on the outside of him, inside of him, and he doesn't have the pace to get back and catch them. Yes, of course, keeping up the commentary, Chico. If you didn't know, Chico is my nickname. It's a long-standing old nickname that I've had over the years. Danilo, Dennis, and they're trying to probe Nottingham Forest on the edge of the 18-yard box. They're playing little triangles. Johnson. Oh, and there's a bit of miscontrol there, and it's gone out for a Leeds throw-in from Johnson. Ball just rolled under his foot and went for a Leeds throw-in, so Firpo's going to pick the ball up, take the throw-in. About 20 yards from the corner flag. Stroud. Oh. And the ball's in the middle of the park. There's a little bit of a battle on between a couple of players here. And it's cut out nicely by Sinistera. So Sinistera's having another good game. Williams takes a throw in. It's gone back, headed right back out. I think it's Stroud who headed it. Couldn't really tell. I can't tell very much at the moment, to be honest with you. Let's have a look. Chico. Keep those chat messages coming in. Mangala plays a little ball, and Forest are attacking here. They're on the edge of the 18-yard box. There's a ball crossed in, but it's not very good. It's cleared out by, I think it's Robin Koch. Yeah, Danilo and Manuel Dennis are playing quite well for Forest here. They're causing us a little bit of trouble, and Leeds need to get back on top here and try and push Forest back into their own half. Luke Ayling, Robin Koch marking the players there, but they're not putting too much pressure on Melier, and Luke Ayling thumps it up into the Ellen Road air, and it's come back down for Patrick Bamford. He's trying to pursue it, but he just can't get to it, Patrick Bamford. But I think he's won a throw-in against Toffolo. Toffolo's had a bit of a nightmare against Jack Harrison. No, it's a Forest throw-in. It's Toffolo who's got it. Just on the halfway line. Throws it in. Straight down the line, but it's gone back out. It looks like it's another Forest throw-in, probably. Yeah, it is. And Javier Gracia is looking on, scratching his chin. Eyes wide open. I think he likes what he's seeing. He's quite happy at the moment. It doesn't look to be making a rush to be making any changes. No signs of any subs warming up or anything like that yet. Of course, the big news from Ellen Road is thankfully Willie Nonto is on the bench. But I think if Leeds continue as they are and we're not we're not needing a goal, I don't think there's no need to risk him. Patrick Bamford had his shirt pulled there, but the referee let that one slide. Forest pick up the ball. It's about 30 yards out, but they're quickly dispossessed by Matt Rocker. Oh, and Patrick Bamford was running there towards the goal, and he just couldn't get a shot off on target. He's pursued all the way, but he's not offside, and he's got some pace there as Patrick. And he's won as a free. What has he won? A corner kick. Well done. And he's tapping the ground in anger. Patrick Bamford. He should have done better against Mangala there. Robin Koch having a little joke. Leeds corner ball. It's Jack Harrison clips it in, but it's cleared away, and Johnson's tried running back, but he's brought down, and Firpo crosses it in, but it's picked up by Navas. What a terrible shame that is. Junior Firpo couldn't do a better job with that cross. Mangala. Danilo. Johnson. And it's sounding like Brendan Johnson might have an injury. We're just looking to see. He's just off camera at the moment. What the stream I'm looking at here. So apparently he is hobbling a little bit, and it's something that Steve Cooper's picking up on. He's getting the information now by the sound of it that he might have a knock. Firpo goes in, and it looks like it might be Mark Rocker who's clipped him, but Patrick Bamford's going through, but the ball's going to beat Patrick Bamford to the goalkeeper. Navas picks it up, quickly bowls it out to Nottingham Forest. They're definitely going to come and have a go at us now. Nottingham Forest, we're going to have to be on our mettle here, and if we get any chances, we're going to have to finish. And there's a sub for Nottingham Forest being prepared. And Patrick Bamford doing some nice chasing there. Good job, Patrick. Forest now trying to go down the left hand side. And it's Luke Ayling who's being beaten. And it was Dennis who did it again, but Pascal's managed to get over there, Pascal Strout, and he's stopped Gibbs White from having an opportunity by the look of it. I mean, he's offside. He's offside. Firpo's waiting for the flag, and there's no flag. There's nothing from the referee, nothing from the assistant, and that's a bit concerning. The defenders are looking. Firpo's looking across at the defenders. He's looking at the linesman, and there's nothing happening. It's a corner ball for Forest, and it's back into the air. It's been headed around in there. The ball's volleyed at full pelt at Pascal Strauch, and it just goes flying out again. I think Forest have got another corner out of that. And John Joe Shelby's been prepared. This is bad news for Leeds, because this guy always seems to, if I remember rightly, back in the day, he seems to cause us all sorts of trouble. I think when he played for Liverpool, didn't he? That's a big throw in. Oh, and there's an appeal for a handball there against the Leeds United player, and the referee spotted an infringement against Gibbs White. There's a VAR check going on, and I think it's hit the chest. Yeah, I mean, Gibbs White's is both feet are in the air. He's playing the volley, and Pascal Strout can't do anything about it. It's volleyed straight at his arm, upper shoulder. Mangala's gone off, and Danilo for Nottingham Forest. And the replacing players are Awani and Shelby, John Joe Shelby. Steve Cooper thinks that these two incoming players are going to make a difference. He's going to make a bit of a change to the shape of Nottingham Forest by the sound of it. Mangala will be replaced directly with Shelby. And and Hawaii will be going supporting Gibbs White, I think, by the sound of it. Some handy players in this Nottingham Forest team. And Hawaii is on. Hawaii is on. I can't pronounce his name. Still on the toes of Robin Koch. There's a throw in from Nottingham Forest. It's deep inside their own half, but it's made its way up to the halfway line. And Robin Koch and the new man Hawaii has won a foul against Robin Koch. Yeah, he's backed into Robin Koch there, and Robin Koch's got his arm over the shoulder, so he can't. Not a lot he can do about it. Other than just step away from him and let him win the ball, or let him head it, bring it down, whatever he needs to do with it. Ball's tossed in, and Robin Koch manages to head it away, and that's a lovely ball played up. I think it's from Jack Harrison, and Patrick Bamford's trying to pick it up here, and Patrick's got it down. He's got it under his control as Patrick Bamford. What's he going to do with it? Oh, he tries to find Mike Rucker, but he misses it. Sinisterra's picked it up. He's running across the 18-yard box. Luke Haley, he's picked it up. Oh, Jack Harrison. Oh, what? He just plays it on the outside to Luke Haley. Luke Haley can't really do a lot with it. He just tries to drill it back across the box, but Navas is on it. Sinisterra, but Sinisterra could have had the shot when I think John Joe Shelby slipped and it. Oh no, and Forrester going back up the other end, and that is a brilliant piece of defending. And it's Junior Firpo saves the day, and Sinisterra's going back up the other end, and Forrester. It's Forrester going toe to toe with us now for football here. Steve Cooper needs something out of this game if he's not going to get a P45 tomorrow. And Jack Harrison's absolutely murdering the Nottingham Forest midfield, and he flies one in, but it just flashes across the face of goal. Oh, Jack Harrison is... They just can't keep up with him. They don't know. He's picking up little pockets of space, is Jack Harrison, and because Forest aren't too compact... Now that it's playing right into Sinisterra's hands, Jack Harrison's hand is this, and Junior Firpo manages to snuff out the the danger there for presented by Forest. That was a really good bit of tackling from Junior Firpo. 1 hour coming up on the clock as Mark Rocker looks to take this left footer out, swing a corner kick. And it's straight down the line of the 6-yard box. And Firpo's had his shirt pulled there by Gibbs White. And Jack Harrison fires one in. Oh. He just pulled his shot across, I think, there. And it was a cross-come shot. And Patrick Bamford couldn't react quick enough to get on the end of it. And Jack Harrison is a thorn in the side of Nottingham Forest. I mean, they must be hoping he's going to go down injured, Jack Harrison. But I mean, if he does go down injured, we it's not like we haven't got any quality on the subs bench, is it? Long ball pumped forward by John Joe Shelby. Luckily, it finds its way to Ilian Meslier, who's stood on the edge of his 18-yard box. Not where you want Ilian Meslier after his last couple of appearances, doing with his diving headers and all the rest of it. At the edge of the box, but he manages to pick that one up, no problem. Long ball from Leeds. Leeds playing the odd long ball now up to the Forest back line, and unfortunately Patrick Bamford can't find it. And Luke Ayling picks up the ball now. He's got a throw in. Oh, Sinisterra. Oh, there's a little handball there, I think, but now it's carried on. Rocker picks up the ball. He's having his shirt pulled, and he goes down under a challenge there, does John Rocker. And Gibbs White is complaining he had his shirt pulled, but the referee doesn't buy it. And Rocker's got one as a free kick there. He's done really well there, Mark Rocker. Under a lot of pressure from Gibbs White. Aronson and Rocker are over there. They're having a committee meeting, a bit like Jack Harrison and Aronson used to do. And here we go. It's just past the halfway line. It's on the right hand side of the field, on the far side of the field, just past the centre circle. So Rocker steps over it. Aronson clips one in, and it's Sinistera with a header, but Navas will collect that one up. It's down into the ground, not much power on it. Nottingham Forest pick the ball up. It's on the left hand side again, and they are trying to exploit Luke Ayling. And Leeds need to make sure that Luke Ayling has got some cover and some assistance down on that side of the pitch. And a lot of the players seem to be obliging. Jack Harrison is over that side of the pitch at the moment. Mark Rocker is doing a really great job for Leeds in the middle of the park, and that's a lovely little bit of skill from Aronson. He's brought down, but the ref plays on. Aronson's up again. It was a lovely little drag back from Aronson. Firpo. Oh, Sinistera. Just bends one and it's gone out on the outside of the Navas's bar. It's a lovely, lovely effort, that. And Brendan Aronson is a man possessed at the minute. Junior Firpo got in the way of Sinistera there, caused a bit of a distraction, I think, to Sinistera. As he picked the ball up. 63 minutes, and I think Forest are having a Fowler is going off by the look of it, and it's Kiate is coming on for Nottingham Forest, and Steve Cooper's got 30 odd minutes to save his Nottingham Forest career and live to fight another day. Maybe he's decided he's had enough and thinks, well, I'll just mess it up. Maybe he just wants the payout. Ilian Meslier picks up the ball, he rolls it. Oh, and there's a challenge there on Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison is brought down by the new man, Coyote. And Jack Harrison plays the ball very quickly, but it's not a good ball. There's a possible foul by Firpo, I think it is. And there's a ball straight through the middle to Patrick Bamford, but he can't get on to the end of it. Patrick. And Pascal Strout, a good bit of defending there. And there's an off the ball foul, and it's Gibbs White on Mark Rocker. He's gone after Mark Rocker there. And sorry, it's Johnson. I thought it was Gibbs White, but it's not. It's Brendan Johnson. He's gone after Mark Rocker there. The ball's nowhere near the pair of them, and he's just gone straight in the back of Mark Rocker. He shoved his elbow in the back of him. Loses the ball. Rocker comes in and steps over it, and it's a silly foul for him. And maybe Nottingham Forest are getting a little bit wound up here, and they're losing their going to lose the cool, and there could be more handbags at Elland Road, I think. That's good news for Leeds United if that is the case. And Nottingham Forest start losing their mind. That Cooper could be out of a job by the morning. Maybe there's somebody there packing the bags at the City Ground right now for him. It's a crazy season. It's a crazy season. Anything can happen. Is it 12 Premier League managers sacked now this season? It's unbelievable. It's a record. Nice ball played in, and Forest have cocked it up, and so has Patrick Bamford. He's on his own. He's 10 yards out, and he's absolutely fired the ball with his left foot. He turns and spins on the ball. I don't think he believed he had as much time as what he had there. It's a clip forward from a free kick. The two Forest defenders go after it, and Patrick Bamford's just stood there all alone. And he pulls it out of the air with his left foot, and he just drills it with his... Oh, Patrick, why don't you hit the target? I mean, he literally had all the time in the world there to finish, did Patrick Bamford, and he rushed that shot, and he's fired it straight wide of Navas's goal, and I'm not kidding. I feel so sorry for Patrick Bamford. He should have scored there. What an opportunity that is. What? Jesus Christ. He's going to get some flack for that, is Patrick. But, you know, Patrick, I feel a meme tomorrow morning. Hey, what's happened here? Is my camera gone off? Am I still there? Yeah, no, I'm still here, so that's good. I'm hanging on. Bamford, down the right hand side of the 18-yard box, tries to cross it in, but then if that isn't a foul, I don't know what is. He's literally being shoved in the back there, Patrick Bamford. And Rocker, but Leeds are going to let the football do the talking. And Sinistera. It's another lovely ball into Jack Harrison, but Dennis has conceded a corner. He dispossesses Jack Harrison, but he can't control the ball. And Leeds have a corner ball on the 68th minute. Maybe I should turn a bit of light on my face a little bit here. As Nakate is trying to organise the Forest defence, and Patrick Bamford and Coyote are having a real squabble there. There's a few empty seats there actually at Ellen Road. And the referee's gone over. He's having a chat with some of the players there, the Forest lads. They're getting a little bit too physical. Leeds take the short corner. Jack Harrison's got it now. He cuts inside. He tries to drill one in, but he's deflected, and it's gone for another corner. And Jack Harrison spots the ball up. And Leeds corners is Leeds 10, Nottingham Forest 3. And Dennis is down. Manuel Dennis might have to go off here. It could just be a bit of cramp, or it could be a groin strain. It looks like it could be a groin strain actually. And Steve Cooper's called over the subs. He's trying to get a sub prepared. They've got 3 subs on already, Nottingham Forest, but the lads are taking their training tops off, and the physios are there giving Manuel Dennis some treatment. And he's just stretched. As he's stretched there, as he's gone over, and one of the other Forest players has told him to go to ground until there's some treatment. I mean, you know, they should just take him off the pitch. The referee should just direct him to get off the pitch. He can walk. He's injured, but he can walk. He should be directed to get off the pitch and get some treatment. But this is really holding up Leeds' play. I think we've got a corner ball situation. Emmanuel Dennis is very gingerly jogging to the touchline. It's not even a jog. And Gibbs White has gone off. He was on the verge of probably getting a yellow card. I think Gibbs White has been testing the referee's patience, And Scarpa has come on, and so has Jordan Ayew, I think. Not Jordan Ayew, is it? Well, Ayew, one of the Ayew lads. Scarpa and Ayew are both on. Rocker's gone over to take the corner ball for Leeds. And it doesn't get past the front post. But I think Sinistera's gone over there. He's looking for it. He can't pick it up. And that's a great crunching tackle from McKennie. He gets in front of the player. And Aronson just can't play the ball in for Leeds. And Forest are going to try and counter, but Junior Firpo's over there. He's shepherded the ball back to Meslier. Eiling plays the ball across the park to Sinistera. Firpo, Sinistera again. Sinistera's finding a lot of room, and Leeds are creating the room against Nottingham Forest, but they're just not clinical enough. McKennie can't control that ball and turns over possession to Forest. That's a lovely ball up, but Patrick Bamford just can't bring it down. John Joe Shelvey's there shepherding or marshalling the midfield for Nottingham Forest. Yeah. And Leeds are preparing a substitution, and it looks like Brendan Aronson's coming off for Leeds, and it's Rodrigo who's coming on. Cree Somerville's also coming on. I mean, if Steve Cooper thought he had problems, he'll have problems now. Cree Somerville's coming on the pitch. Against Wolverhampton, you'll recall when he came on against Wolverhampton, he caused Wolves no end of problems, and he looked about 3 yards sharper than the opponents. Dynamite player for Leeds United, this guy, Somerville. And Rodrigo, of course, top scorer for Leeds. No. Yeah, so Rodrigo's going to drop in behind Patrick by the sound of it, and then Somerville's going to be doing pretty much what Aronson was doing. Oh God, and that's a terrible clearance by Firpo, and Meslier can't pick it up, but he's picked it up. I mean, the Forest lads haven't gone for a back pass. He tried to clear the ball. It skewed up off his foot. Meslier just assumed that referee ain't going to give that as a back pass, and he picked it up. Leeds got a bit lucky there. Bamford picks up the ball, and he's played a really bad ball, but Jack Harrison has bundled over the defender and he manages to win the ball. And Patrick Bamford, oh God, I feel a Patrick Bamford meme coming on tomorrow. Luke Ayling has brought a player down there. It's is it, who is that? Trafalo, is it? Toffolo. The guy who's had a Jack Harrison headache, a double dosage of Jack Harrison. If Toffolo thought he was having a hard game, he's gonna find out now. He'll be dying to get in the bath if he comes up against Cree Somerville. Shelvey plays the ball in, but Mellier's fisted it out. It was a bad fist by Meslier. But Leeds marking up with Firpo and Jack Harrison. Ball's clipped in. And Cree Somerville's picked up the ball. Oh, he tries to play it on the outside, but he can't. And Rocker's picked up the second ball. And he's played a lovely ball over to Rodrigo. Rodrigo cuts in. And he plays a nice little ball out to Luke Ayling, who's supporting him. And Luke Ayling's won as a corner ball. Yeah, and Luke Ayling looks absolutely knackered. Yeah. shame there. Luke Ayling just couldn't. Maybe he's just getting a little bit tired. Maybe he's done a lot of running for Leeds. And perhaps Garethia might think about replacing him. But there's a corner ball, and Patrick Bamford can't. Oh, it just goes over his head. Chris Somerville smashes it. It's bounced out, and it's Sinisterra, but the ball's skewed up in the air, and Navas comes to collect. He throws it out to the right-hand side here, and it's played forward for Johnson. Is another bit of miscontrol, but it's come off a Leeds player, and Johnson, Nottingham Forest have won the resulting throw-in. 76 minutes, 77 minutes coming up. Patrick Bamford. It's a lovely bit of anticipation for Patrick Bamford. He cuts out a Nottingham Forest pass, and he's playing a little bit deeper, is Patrick Bamford, and Chris Somerville picks up the ball and leads in possession. All we have to do is just keep the ball off them. We don't have to shut up shop. We don't have to sit deep. We'll just get the ball, play it, pass it around, and give Nottingham Forest a schooling on football. Ilian Melier, 17 attempts on goal for Leeds, 4 on target. Oh, Jack Harrison just took his eye off the ball, and it's a lovely ball across the pitch, and Jack Harrison just couldn't. It's from Rodrigo. Jack Harrison just couldn't. He just took his eye off the ball. He's looking up to see who's going in the box, and just a little distraction there, and he couldn't control it. And it's gone for a Nottingham Forest throw-in. It's all about fine margins, isn't it, this game? One bit of misconcentration, and it can be costly. Jack Harrison crosses the ball in. He's trying to find Chris Somerville at the back post, but it can't find him. And there's a miscontrol there by one of the Forest players at the edge of the 18-yard box. Bamford plays a lovely little ball, but the Forest players have quickly closed it down, and they've cleared the lines. Yeah. Firpo. Bamford. McKennie. Firpo again. Leeds going at Forest again with Jack Harrison, and it's a nice ball from McKennie, but I don't think Jack Harrison was anticipating that. He just played it down the outside, and I think Harrison wanted it on the inside. He just played it down the line, did McKennie. And Forest look a beaten side. They've had the change of personnel, change of shape, and a lot of them don't look too interested, to be honest with you. They're kind of strolling around a little bit, expecting that Leeds are going to get another goal, and I think the invitation for the third goal is being written by Nottingham Forest. And there's a bit of a foul there by McKennie, and the referee's coming over. He's had a chat with him, sticks his finger up and indicates that one more, or that's the final one. And John Joe Shelby picks up the ball. It's on the edge of, it's on the halfway line. He's going to pump this one forward. The Forest lads have gone running forward, but Johnson picks up the ball. He should have been marked by Firpo, but Firpo was in the middle of the 18-yard box, and Leeds clear the lines. Navas, Rocker, Ayling, lovely little ball to Chris Somerville. Somerville is gallivanting down the right hand side. There's only the Forest players are flooding back. They're trying to get back and get into shape, get into position. Luke Ayling picks up the ball, but Leeds are just delaying the inevitable here, I think. And that's a great ball from Somerville. Harrison, Bamford, and he just has it taken off his toes, Bamford, but it's won as a throw in. Right by the corner flag. Jack Harrison's gone over there to pick it up. Leicester are down to 10 men apparently. Dewsbury plus. Johnson gets dispossessed by Firpo, and then Firpo's fouled just on the edge of the 18-yard box. And Junior Firpo wants the free kick taken quickly, but the ref's got other ideas. And he's decided he wants to chat to Rocker and Harrison before this free kick's taken. I think he's told them to wait. He's going to have a chat with a couple of the Forest defenders, I think. The referee. Jack Harrison walks away from this free kick, and he's going to leave it to Mark Rocker, who makes an X sign with his wrists. And he's going to fire this one in with his left foot. And it's to the back post, but Navas has come confidently and collected that ball that was high in the air, and Leeds are now having to track back and get into shape. And Shelvey's playing a Steven Gerrard type 50-yard pass up the pitch, and he's come up and won the ball again as John Joe Shelvey. Oh, and there's a miscommunication, a bit of a mispassing there from Forest, and Bamford's dispossessed Forest. Rodrigo is the target. Oh, Patrick Bamford just can't bring that down under his spell. 83 minutes coming up on the clock as we speak. Kouyaté intercepted by Luke Ayling. The ball's played back to Ilian Meslier. Leeds are just trying to frustrate and tire Forest out and totally demoralise them. But Johnson's he's got other ideas. He's having a run. Is Johnson at Strouk? Strouk can't keep up with him. And Jack Harrison is back there defending for Leeds United, and he just manages to clear it up the line. And Patrick Bamford's back there, and he's battling to get the ball, and Patrick Bamford's been scythed down. And there's hell on at Elland Road. And that was a really bad one. Right across the back of Patrick Bamford's calves, that. And it is a booking, it's a foul, and the Elland Road dugout is going absolutely bonkers with that. Yeah. Good night for Leeds so far, 84 minutes. John Joe Shelvey's got his arms up. Just get confirmation of that yellow card. And the players aren't in any rush. It's Felipe who got the yellow card, so he's in the book. And Rodrigo wasn't happy that the free kick was given, because he was clean through pretty much. Rodrigo again at the edge of the 18-yard box, and he has a shot from an impossible angle. Navas manages to pluck it out of the air. And the ball's been played straight through the middle, but it's covered by Strouk, I think. And John Joe Shelvey's pulling all the strings. It's like watching Steven Gerrard, the way he's spraying the ball about. John Joe Shelvey. These 40, 50-yard Hollywood passes in the middle of the Nottingham Forest midfield. Tension at Elland Road. The crowd is a little bit quiet. They know what this game means. They know that we need 3 points, and they know that we don't want to concede a goal. And Topolo's had a shot fired wide of Ilian Meslier's right post, so it's still 2-1 to Leeds United. And I think I predicted 2-1. I might have predicted I'm going to have to go back and check my comments. Toffolo is not happy. That guy's going to need some headache tablets after this game, I'll tell you. Because Jack Harrison has caused him nothing but problems all night long. Nothing but a headache, Jack Harrison, tonight for Toffolo. And Forest have the ball here. That the Leeds players are filing back, they're flowing back, trying to get into position. And that is a great tackle by Chris Somerville. And Somerville's pace is going to be of great assistance to Luke Ayling there in defensive situations. And that's a great tackle from Chris Somerville. And Nottingham Forest must be asking themselves, what do we have to do to score a goal? Well, I don't know. I mean, get one on target, and Leeds clearly can't even do that at the minute. And this game should be put to bed already, but unfortunately Leeds are making hard work of it with one goal ahead, and as we know, this Forest team can score, and Firpo's trying to defend. Some really good defending there from Junior Firpo, sticking out his long legs and blocking that cross that was in the air, and I don't know how he managed to bring that down, Firpo, but every single interception's been cheered on, I think, in the minds of Leeds fans. Not many singing at the minute. They're all a little bit nervous. A couple of Forest fans in the family stand there. And Ayling heads out the ball. Oh, and there's a shot that's got deflected, but it's a really bad shot, and Patrick Bamford is on it. It's 1-on-1, but Patrick Bamford holds up the ball instead. And it's better for Leeds just to keep the possession and keep Forest off it, and that's the best thing to do. And Patrick Bamford's having a real battle on with John Joe Shelvey in the middle of the park. Lovely interchange, but the referee's given a yellow card against Coyote for a dangerous challenge, I think, on Patrick Bamford. He's had a right clip there at Patrick Bamford. I hope he's alright. He's not too... doesn't look like he's injured. But he's gone through Patrick Bamford there. I mean, that might even be a red, because both his studs are showing from both boots. And it's 88 minutes 30 on the clock where we're looking here. And Coyote's not happy. He's whittering on about the referee, the yellow card. And Somerville has got in round the back here. Oh no! He was offside. Unfortunately, Chris Somerville was offside there. There was a long ball up, and Chris Somerville just it made his run a little bit early, I think. And Navas plays the ball to Felipe. Felipe plays the ball over, and there's a long one from the Forest defence, and literally every single Forest player now is camped in the Leeds half. There's just one at the back, and he's occupied with Patrick Bamford, and Patrick Bamford's brought down again, and the referee, I don't know what he's thinking there. He's waved play on. He was wrestled to the ground, but the ball's been tossed up by Forest, and Ilian Meslier picks it up. And the nerves are jangling at Elland Road, I'll tell you. There won't be anybody leaving there with any fingernails who's wearing a blue, white and yellow scarf or shirt tonight. It's 90 minutes. We're just waiting for the signal. And it's coming through 5 additional minutes of injury time. Scalper. Felipe. John Joe Shelvey pumps one into the Leeds 18-yard box. Oh, it's come back and it's charged down. It was on the volley, and the player's charging it down. I think it's Luis Sinistero or Strauch, and it's a very, very good. It's Pascal Strauch. Pascal Strauch goes over and charges that ball, stops it from making any further yardage to Ilian Mellier's net. And apparently Somerville might have been cautioned. they might even. He might. And it's Patrick Bamford going off. And Patrick Bamford's going off for Rasmus Christensen. And you know what's going to happen here. Rasmus is on for Leeds United. So it must mean that we're going to finish 3-1 here, because Rasmus has got 2 goals in 2 games for us. And Luis Felipe's headed the ball, and Elian Melier's come running across and headed the ball into the cop. He did. I mean, the ball had gone out for a goal kick anyway, but Elian Melier playing silly buggers there with the crowd, and just heads the ball into the cop. And I don't think the referee's seen that, but I'm surprised if he has done. He's probably likely to think, well, is it time wasting? Is it, getting the ball away from the opponent? And Junior Firpo has had an absolutely blinding game for Leeds tonight. He's done really, really well under a lot of pressure from some very, very handy Nottingham Forest players. And everybody, the Forest fans have pretty much resigned to a defeat, but the Forest players haven't got the message that they're not gonna give this up. They're gonna try and get out of Elland Road with a point. And Leeds have to be disciplined here. They have to be on the guard and on the mettle. And this game is not over, because that was nearly a lucky deflection from John Joe Shelby. He's brought the ball down on his chest and he's volleyed it. And it's got a deflection, and luckily the deflection's gone wide, and Leeds can't mess around with this kind of stuff. They've got to go up, try and get the ball out, try and get possession of the football, and make sure that they don't get anywhere near our goal. Junior Firpo's might have just fouled Johnson there with a shove in the back, in the lower back. Johnson's up, and Ayu's pulled Johnson up, but Firpo's gone down. He might have. There's a bit of handbags going on here. A few words between Mark Rocker and Johnson, and the referee's gone over to try and cool it down. Ayu's in there trying to cool it down. So is Strout. Johnson is not. he's lost his mind as Johnson. It's a bit late for Johnson to be doing anything about it. It's 94 minutes. And he'd be best advised to shut his cake hole here, or he'll end up getting a card. Right, it's play on. And the throw was taken. There's a ball's up in the air. Oh, and Patrick Bamford's in. Sorry, it's not Patrick, but it's Rodrigo who's in there. Rodrigo, really good closing down, and Rodrigo's kicked the ball away, and Rodrigo's been shoved over the advertising hoarding. And the Leeds supporters are helping him up. And Rodrigo kicked the ball away, trying to waste a minute or two, and Felipe's got absolutely bananas, and Forest have been given a free kick. But we're on the 95th minute, and the Elland Road crowd is suddenly whistling, and there's a lovely ball from Rodrigo to Somerville. This is it. Oh, Somerville tracks it wide. But it was. They say it was offside. I don't think it was, but it doesn't matter anyway, because it's 3 points for Leeds United and 2 goals. And we've got over the line with 3 points. Up to 13th in the table, lads. That's it. Lads and lasses. That is a great result for us. Luis Sinistera, the man of the match, I think. He's apart from the first 15 minutes of that first half, Forest have really struggled against Leeds tonight. That first 15 minutes, I thought they're going to come here and blow us away and we're going to get hammered. But Forest didn't continue dominating the game, and Leeds came back into it. They came edging back into it, and Luke Ayling it's going to be a performance under the spotlight, I think, for Luke. He's going to be on the end of a bit of criticism, I think, over one or two things that happened there in that game. But it doesn't matter. What matters is Leeds got the 3 points, and we are now going up to 13th in the table as the Leeds players, and some of them are swapping shirts with the Forest fans. Johnson's not. He's gone off the pitch. He's not a happy boy. But he doesn't need to worry, because if he gets relegated, if Forest get relegated, he'll only end up getting sold to someone else anyway. And yes, we're getting here Leicester down to 10, Dewsbury Hall, I think that is. Aston Villa back in front at the King Power. It's been an unbelievable game, another unbelievable Leeds United roller coaster. I can't tell you, it's such fun doing these watch-alongs because it's an emotional roller coaster. Bournemouth are 2-0 down to Brighton. That's a good result for us. Leicester 1, Aston Villa 2 on the 96th minute. Chelsea 0, Liverpool 0. I mean, who would have thought it? Apparently, Brendan Rodgers has come out in the press and said, I'd have kept Leicester in the Premier League. There's no way we'd have been relegated. But yes, a good 3 points for Leeds. Major contributor to road safety. And that's it from me. I'm going to go try and get some rest. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining. Take good care of yourselves. We roll on to the next fixture. And the next fixture is, of course, it's Crystal Palace. Leeds should be up to 13th now, I believe. And we're now up to... that'll be cleared up the table when the other games are finished. Palace on Sunday at 2 p.m. British Summer Time, and that's the 9th of April. The following week is Monday. That's a Monday night game. Is that against Liverpool? 8 p.m. kickoff. I mean, who puts these games on a Monday night? They want sacking. Saturday, 22nd of April, Fulham away. The Liverpool ones at home, obviously. And then 25th of April, we're going to have to do something there with two other massive games. Leicester City on the 25th of April at home, and then Bournemouth away on the 30th of April. So, I mean, this is the month where we're going to decide how we're going to stay in this Premier League. We've passed one test there tonight. I think we can get 3, 6, 9, 12 points. We get 12 points in April, we'll be safe. Liverpool, I mean, you'd expect that we're going to go there and probably lose. Or should I say, we'd expect that Liverpool are going to come to Ellen Road, would probably lose that one, but we certainly need to be picking up wins against those other teams. Palace, just to reiterate, 9th of April, that's at home. Leeds again against Liverpool, 17th of April. Away at Fulham, 22nd. 25th of April at home, Leicester. 30th of April, away at Bournemouth. So it's all to play for. I'm feeling confident. I don't know how you are feeling, but I'm feeling very... Man, Josh. Yes, we won. You see, we can win games. Yay! Bournemouth lost as well. That's good news for us. Hopefully when they come to Elland Road, or when we go down there, should I say, they'll lose again. And that's it. That's all from me. So thank you very much for joining. I'm going to go take some rest. Enjoy the rest of your evening. if you're back at home. Time on the clock now here is 3:45 in the morning. So have a lovely day ahead, a lovely evening ahead, should I say. I'm going to get some rest and I'll go and get some work done. Take care. Bye bye.